Hello, Leo. Oh my goodness, that was not a good smudge as far as producing the smudge part. Which I've been told the less smudge your smudge bowl puts out, the better. That means the energy's better. If you put out billows of smoke rolling out the window, uh-oh. So, anyways, and I bet I'm your least favorite tarot reader right about now, right? I'm sure. I know I'm 3 days late. Going to be 4 by the time this gets posted. Sorry about that. Something last minute came up. Put it that way. I hadn't planned on it, and I got through every single reading except you guys. And before I knew it, I can't read if there's other people in my house, and I have people here for 3 days and 2 nights. So, anyways, yeah. So this is for Leo, September 2018. I'm burning tonight my intuitive candle from intuitivecandles.com, DNA Goddess candle. It's a citrus blend. It's beautiful. And for those that are new, they're 100% soy-based candles that are not harmful to your health. They have a 40 plus hour clean burn. They're a 2-wick candle. And what else can I say? Other than when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful, beautiful reveals. Gems, semi-precious stones, crystals. This is just one. Tree of life, I have several. And chakras, pendulums. I'm just showing you one of everything. I've got several of each. I still have some stones to get you, though, yet. But I have. And I'm showing you I have more than one of. Amethyst cage. Beautiful. They are beautiful. Anyway, they're running a 10% discount right now off your orders. Go to intuitivecandles.com. Use the promotional code BOFF10. It stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10. So remember to use that in your order. That's intuitivecandles.com. All right, let's get on with that. A little slow, really slow today, getting the deal started. Come on now. Well, that's a good card to fall out, but no, it just slid. This is for anybody that's new. This is all the readings that I do here on the channel are always for your, for this it'd be Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. I always say check out all three. Why would you leave out any potential information? So check them all out. You know, after you do it a few times, then walk away and pick your ones that resonate most with you and leave the others. Revisit them at a different time. It's also a 5-card spread, which first card is your overall energy. Second card is wealth and finance. Third card is your hearth, home, and love. Fourth card is your challenges for the month. And your last 5th card is your message from spirit. This is also a general reading for anybody new to tarot on YouTube. And it's like, this is just a given rule. And some of you don't understand it because you're new to tarot. You don't know how it works like at all. And I'm just here to tell you that these are general readings. All right. So they may resonate with you and they may not. And if they don't, that's okay. You just move on to another channel, another reader. Do you find somebody that you seem to connect with? Just remember that. So don't start saying that. None of that meant nothing to me. I want it to mean something to you. You know what you have to do. All right, I'm going to cut the deck right here, right now. Okay. Boy, that cut felt like it was meant to be. Whew. I'm going to pull the camera down for you. You can see that Lilith here will confirm or not whether these are your cards. As this deck stands, are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for the month of September 2018. No, Lilith. Are these the top five cards that, as this deck stands, the cards that are meant for the Leo general public reading? That's a beautiful yes. That'll do. We don't need to wait any longer. Thank you, Lilith. You may rest again. All right. I'm so hoarse. My voice is deep. I almost feel like a, what do they call a half man, half woman. I don't mean gay either. There's a nickname or something. It's meant to be funny. I don't know. Anyway, here is your first card. And this is your overall energy, Leo. Here we go. Recovery. 4 of Swords. Card number 2, Wealth and Finances, Leo. 8 of Wands. Trouble. Card number 3, Hearth, Home, and Love. The Tower. Destruction. Card number 4, Growth. Ace of Wands. And that's falling into your challenges. Card number 5, and your message from Spirit, and the final card in this 5-card spread. We have the Knight of Pentacles. He's all about loyalty. So this, my Leo, is your 5-card spread for September. And it's quite the mixed bag. We have, I don't know what's going on here, but we're about to find out. There we go. All right. Very first card, we got the 4 of Swords. And the 4s are all about stillness, sometimes calmness, but it's non-moving. It's resting. As this card says, in the 4, it's all about recovering. So you've began the month by into some kind of recovery mode. And this just for some of you. Recovery from summer, recovery from too much of a good thing. Maybe you've been traveling all summer, globetrotting, doing other summertime things, and things are now, some things have completely stopped already. That's the downside to summer. It's got to come to an end, and yours is coming to an end. It's been pretty crazy. This card basically, because it means recovery, this is going to be your overall energy for the month of September. Basically, you're taking it slow. Physically, mentally, emotionally, at least that's your goal every day. I just want easy. I don't want loud music. I don't want to be around hordes of people. I just want quiet. You almost need a vacation from your summer. Maybe now, if you have the time banked up for it, go ahead and go for it. You don't need to be told, I'm sure. But it is time for a break. For anybody thinking they're going to go from one, we'll say one as one example, a situation, or from one phase, like you're going to change seasons overnight, that's not going to work that way. You need to take a break, and it has to be a stopping point in order for the flow of your life to be proper. If some of you don't take this break, it will be enforced upon you or imposed upon you. You'll be made, something will happen that'll take you, stop you where you are, feeling like your hands are tied, feeling like maybe you don't have a whole lot of control. You just sit and everything's happening around you. I thought there was something else along those lines. I guess not. I was just reaching. Sorry, I shouldn't do that either. You should always just let it come. But some of you may be a break away from work, a relationship, a stressful commitment of some kind. That could cover anything. That could be, yes, a personal relationship that you've been committed to. It could also be something that you felt obliged in and you made yourself a commitment to. It could be, it could be anything. Yes, I'll go out on a date with you on Saturday night. And then by Friday afternoon at 4, you're going, I can't go for one reason or another. That's breaking a kind of like an agreement. This card just stresses you need to stop and slow down, Leo. Put the brakes on. Put her down and crawl and let her crawl. You may have to, if you don't take the break, but if you do take the break, you'll probably have to put some things on hold that you would have ended up doing probably half-assed because you need this break. So put these things on hold. Anything that you have the luxury of time with, put it on hold and take a break. I don't care what it is that you do or how long it is, as long as you take a break in there. I would say 1 to 2 weeks because it's a recuperation period. People don't normally recoup in 24 hours. You're not going to just take a day off. That's not what's going on here. There has to be some recharging that goes on with you. It's a stop and check yourself kind of a time, and it needs to be done. For those of you that allow yourself to let destiny lead you in that way, which is taking some kind of a break, you may not come back the same. 1 or 2 of you could be looking at the world in a different way now. You're just looking at your perspective has tweaked a little bit during your time off. The advice, I always write the advice and the keywords on the back of the card. They're important, and they are verbatim out of the book. The advice of this card is, accept that this is just how things need to be just now. Progress will be made when the time is right. And timing is divine, is it not? And maybe this reading is the timing is divine on it being, by the time you get it 4 days late. Your keywords are inaction, time away, taking a relationship break for some, healing, peace, stillness, and rest. And those 4 words at the end are all about just you, your overall. You're just doodly. You're just gonna doodle your way through the month of September. You're just gonna go with the flow. For some of you, that's all you've got energy for, is to stay awake and let yourself be carried along in any transitions going on. We're looking here at the 8 of Wands and travel. Okay, so what do you think that means? It means somebody is going to take that break, and you will be traveling. This card here, I heard business mixed with pleasure. Don't ask me if it counts. Ask the universe. Maybe it does for some. It's somebody taking care of business, handling business, while they're also on a /vacation. It's a work vacation kind of a thing. But you're going to get real busy, Leo. Again, things that have been put on hold when you took your break. Some of you are taking it because this card backs that up. It brings about the changes because 8s are all about change, of course. But everything is going to be high energy. Some of you are going to be doing quite well at work. You're on a roll, is what I'm hearing for some of you. No more delays on anything. Those things that you put on delay for some of you to take that break and have that rest, now you can start to roll them out. There's a high energy coming into the picture here for you. And yes, it does affect your finances in your business, anything to do with that, starting a new business, taking risks. This all comes out with this as well. Just be aware of that. But every aspect of your life is going to speed up, partly into the month of September. No more delays. Choices that you make end up being really great decisions that you made. So that's good. Travel plans are going to fire up for somebody out there as well. As I said, this is a /work vacation, relation, or trip. The advice of this card is do not waste your time and your energy on something that's just going to give you the smallest results or move you one step ahead. Go after the big stuff, prioritize everything, and start going down the list. But you take on the big stuff first and get through it, and then the next and the next. Take a breather too when dealing with other people before accepting contracts, accepting sales, accepting favors, agreements. Take a deep breath before saying yes to all offers. Just don't dismiss them to get them out of your hair. Think about these things. There's a little bit of a red flag there for you. You don't want your bottom dollar being affected. If you play your game smart, by the end of September, you'll have an increase, not a plateau and not a decrease, but an increase. Your keywords are communication and speed, news, motivation. That motivation is what gives you that energy left, that makes things start to move forward. Taking action, a lot of excitement. And this is almost like the Chariot. There's a lot of forward movement going on with this card. Not in your finances and your wealth. Third card, is the Tower. This is a ship, and normally it is the Tower in the Rider-Waite deck, and most decks in this, the Oceanic, written by Lindsay Walker. Not Lindsay Walker, what's her? I'm sorry, Jane Wallace. There we go. I can't remember who the illustrator is. But anyways, it's a ship caught in a perfect storm here, struck by lightning, just like the Tower is. And, wowzer. That's causing some uplift, some excitement. Maybe not of the most favorable kind. But there's good in every card. And I ask Spirit to bring forth messages that are meant for those receiving, and let them be good. So as I'm talking, going through, I'm constantly listening. I'm wide open to that. So this is in a family sector. Yeah, it could represent a breakup. Destruction of the family unit. It could represent that. But you're not the person causing it, Leo. But you're the one that's suffering the hardest with this, because that's what the message I'm getting across. You feeling like your whole world has just come crashing in, like it's falling apart. And you feel like, again, everything's out of your control. You're just sitting there letting it, not letting it, but you're just sitting there while everything just seems to crumble around you. There's a shock when this card shows up, some kind of a shock coming for one of you, two of you Leos. It's going to be like whoomp, physical. You can feel it. The shock is, what? Immediately behind that stunning shock, and it will be stunning for you, it will floor you for about 3 seconds. And all of a sudden you go like, it feels like the shock, and then, wait a minute. That means is something really good to work in your favor, whatever it is. I see an ending with that. That's what's bringing you this feeling of relief. There's an ending somewhere for somebody that you're watching. You're saying that releases me. That gets me off the hook, is what I'm hearing. You're walking away scot-free, Leo. Again, you're going to be seeing the world. There's some tweaking going on. It's reality. It's growth. You're going to be shifting your attitude or belief about something slightly. You're going to be shifting it a bit. You're a little more open-minded now. This is going to leave you softer somehow. Your edges will be softer. Leos are most Leos aren't soft unless you really get to the heart of them. Then they're super soft. But on the outside, Their everyday personnel, we'll say. Leos are forward moving. Leos are serious, but they can enjoy a good laugh and a good joke. They like to be light. Leos like attention. Leo, when Leo's all business, Leo's all business. No matter what it is, right across the board. You may feel a little vulnerability over this shift. There's some kind of a shift going on in your life. There's a change, there's a transition. And you say, and I didn't get the memo. Nobody told me. And it affects you hugely. It means you're a big change in your life too. Here's the thing. Whatever you feel, anybody, doesn't matter what the loss is. If you're feeling the loss of something, that you've just lost something, a relationship, a job, your home, anything. This card is here to tell you. It's almost like the magician now. That you're going to be given all the tools that you need. They're going to be at your dispense. They're going to be dispensed to you, be at your disposal. And when I mean by tools, I mean money-wise, plans, your job, creating your life over again is what I'm saying here. You're going to be able to rebuild whatever has fallen in your life. And for some of you, if that was a break in a relationship, can you rebuild it? For maybe one of you, you can. You will be rebuilding. But I'm hearing you got to give it some time. That's what I heard. You got to give it some time. Just there's time. That's how I heard it. You need to give it some time if you're the one. If you want back what you had, you'll be able to rebuild that. But don't go shoving it down someone's throat. Don't be pestering them. This is what I mean. Give it time. Leave the door open and say, I'm still here and I still want to rebuild. I want to save what we had. Let them know that. And you stand back and wait for them to be ready. Your keywords are surrender to the universe and give up control. When you get overwhelmed and things are too heavy for you, put it in the hands of the universe and trust. Again, finding a new way of thinking, living, and relating to other people. What I'm hearing, and I don't know what it's about, Leo, but I'm hearing some of you saying, after going through this, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. What not to do. I have learned my lesson and learned it well, and I don't want to repeat it anytime soon. Keywords are breakdowns and endings, chaos, surrender, breakthroughs, beginnings. Beautiful word on the end of this. Enlightenment. If you become enlightened at the end of a situation or a happening, and you're more enlightened, not only are you enlightened, you feel lighter, spiritually and physically. Emotionally, you feel lighter because you're more in the know. There's a lot of growth with this card. Big change, but a lot of growth as well. I'm hearing allow destiny to lead you for a little bit. You hit about the middle of the month when you go through whatever this hump is. Let yourself be led by, don't question everything to death. Don't try to take control. Leos are control freaks, some of you. And you like to keep your iron fist on what's going around. You figure, hey, if this is my life, I don't care if there's 50,000 people connected to me. It's going my way. And that's the way, and Leo charges through. Leo needs to be a little, it's time now. We're going to soften your edges. It's what the universe is saying. You're not going to be such a force to be reckoned with. You're going to be more passive, more congenial, easy to get along with. You'll pick and choose yours. A lot of growth. It's going to go. And speaking of growth, let it happen. You got the card of growth in tarot. You got the ace, all about new beginnings. And wands, all about practical things in our life, our job, where we live, this sort of thing, bank accounts. But this is the card. It is the king of cards for growth. Put it that way. This card, as I said, brings about new beginnings. Also growth in your intuition as well. You're going to be, after the last card, Some things are going to be glaring in your face that you can't dispute, and you're going to start trusting more in your intuition, feeding it. That way, you allow it to feed you, and it continues to grow. So there's a lot of growth there. You're going to be, some of you going to be going on. So I just heard wild, not just adventures, but wild adventures. Exploring new avenues for your life. And you're not doing it alone. There's somebody with you. Somebody's going on this very daring adventure. You will not come back the same. You try and take as many people with you. I don't know. Good luck with that. You're brimming with new ideas. All this downtime while you were recovering, you had nothing to do but think. And you got bored, and then you started thinking in a creative way. And you've had some ideas, and now it's time to see if they're going to be doable or not. So bringing that forth. Just a lot of personal growth, a lot of successful moments, things being attained. You're stepping into your power now. You're on your way back. When this card shows up, you don't have any real challenges. All's in your favor, and things are growing. You just need to acknowledge it, that it's there. All right, your last card we're looking at here is your message from Spirit, the Knight of Pentacles. And he's all about loyalty. Well, it's kind of fitting that this is your message from Spirit, at least I think it is anyway. This night is all about being detail oriented. Right off. Of course, it's about loyalty, but being detail oriented is something that's going to be going on. You thought when I come up off this break, whatever's holding you down, boys, have I got a lot of making up for, and I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to dive right in. No, you're not. Because you're going to become more detail oriented. For some of you, it's general reading. That means things are going to move a lot slower now. For Leo. A lot slower. Slow and steady is going to win the pace. The race. Not the pace, the race. Now's the time for you to sit down calmly, cleverly, design your future, your plans, your long-term plans. What you feel. You know what? You make a two list. You got one that says, what I want no matter how real it is. So there's kind of a half fantasy list going on. And the other side is what I know I can do right now. What I can actually literally get done right now. Not waiting for some kind of magic. This is what I can get done right now. This is magical. If I get anything off this list at all into my practical world, then I will be one or two steps ahead. It will be the cream in the coffee, right? The cream on the pudding. This sort of a thing with a cherry on top. Loyalty is high with this as well. Relationships are running high. Even business relationships are being brought to the forefront here. So Spirit's basically giving you a heads up that this is now the time for you to sit down and make some choices and finalize them with making the final decision for your long-term future, financially, family-wise, where you're going to be living long-term. You say, this is my forever house, then so be it. You know, you're going to be able to, some manifesting going on here. And maybe some of you will be saying that. Buying a new home. This is my forever home. I thought I was getting something. I'm sorry. Any hard work that it's going to take to make everything come through for you. Any hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, literally and figuratively. It's going to be all well worth the work. Anything you're doing and you put extra into is to make an improvement or something you're creating. You can't ruin something with Good intentions can't be stepped on. Good intentions can't be ruined. Always doing the right thing. You can never go wrong. Always doing something instead of nothing. Depends on the situation. But basically, all the hard work that you put in, all the effort to whatever it is that's in front of you is going to pay off for you. You are going to be successful. You're going to find success. You're going to reach that goal, hit that target, whatever it may be for you. There will be a payoff. Your keywords are investments, property, and progress. So, I don't know. Over all that reading, that was reading, by the way. I don't know. It's a long one, too. 31 minutes. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. My apologies once again for being 3 days late, 4 days late. Still the 3rd here. Cut me some small. Anyway, for those of you who want a personal reading, for it to all be about you, I do offer the service. It's found down below this video window, all the information, and then I send you more information, like the personal stuff that I need from you, your name and all that stuff. And it's all self-explanatory. So anyways, read through once, email me if you'd like to have a reading, and I'll email you back out what we need to proceed. And join us on Facebook. We're closed, we're a private group. Anything that goes on in there stays in there. We're full of like-minded people just like me and you. Very comfortable, a very learned environment. I learn new things every day. So these guys they're way over my head. I'm the dummy. I'm just old school tarot. I'm not an astrologist. I'm not a numerologist. I know very, very little. So anyways, please join us there if you can. And anybody else, if you're looking for me, if you don't find me, literally right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you'll find me walking down below here on the cove, on the beach, along the water's edge, the edge that brings in the highest, mightiest tides in the whole planet, the beautiful, the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. And no matter where you're looking for me, though, it's a big bay. Chances are you'll always catch me waiting on the next high tide. Peace, and so you can share that light and the love out to the rest of the world. You may change somebody's day. I wish you the best of the best of the best, Leo. And again, my sincere apologies for being late the whole time. The time was ticking. It was eating at me. Leo's not done. Leo's not done. Everybody's done but Leo. And I had a great 2 days, 3 days and 2 nights with my company, and it was wonderful. And but that nudged at me. Work that's not done. Peace out. Have a great month. Good luck to all of you. Bye for now.